Hey guys, welcome back to CMB Custom Fab. In this video, we're going to another car and truck show. This one's a little bit different here though. This is a show that I helped put on. It's called the Gailey Social Club Fred Bryant Memorial Car Show. Fred Bryant was my dad. And if you guys remember in one of our first videos, I put up a video on my Lightning. Well, that Lightning, as you recall, was my dad's, and I took it a month before he passed away. I had his initials pinstriped on the back with an anchor. And I had that done a few months after he passed away when I had the paint work done on it. The reason why there's an anchor on it, my dad was a Navy veteran. He did 2 tours in Vietnam, and he was on the USS John Paul Jones, which was a destroyer. And they provided support to the guys on the ground. I believe it was the Marines and the Army. But they would fire in, giving support to the guys in the jungle. Now, he passed away from ALS, which is Lou Gehrig's disease, and I think it stemmed from his time in the service. They say if you've been in the service for more than 3 months, you are twice as likely to contract ALS. So they don't know if it was some chemical, Agent Orange or what, but he made his drinking water. They made their drinking water from seawater. So napalm and Agent Orange, he was exposed to. My dad was a member of a local VFW in Cincinnati, Charles R. Gailey, VFW 7340. And I have a sign here in my garage, you may have seen in the background, right there. Now, I'm a member of the Gailey VFW's social club, which we call the Gailey Social Club. I am not a veteran. You don't have to be a veteran to be in the social club. And what the social club does is everything we do to support the VFW that we're attached to. Currently, I am the president of the social club. My twin brother's in it with me. Tons of friends that I've met through the social club up there. Many of my dad's buddies. Other VFW guys that are actual VFW members are a member of it. My brother-in-laws are members. And it's a great time. So everything we do, fundraisers including the car show, those proceeds go to help and support the VFW. So we've bought TVs for the bars up there, improvements to the building, things of that nature. So I got my love of cars from my dad. My dad would take me, my twin brother, and my mom down to our local Autorama World of Wheels show in downtown Cincinnati, and that's called the Cavalcade of Customs. And showing my age here, we will go down during the times when the A-Team, Knight Rider were popular. I believe in Fall Guy, because Heather Thomas was down there one time signing autographs. But I remember going up to Kit from Knight Rider and talking to it. Well, it wasn't talking back to me, it was just a recording. So I was a little bummed about that. But they'll let you know how far back I was into cars, so I was pretty young. I even proposed to my wife down there in 2006 when I had a car that I had showing in a Mustang. So that's where I got my love of cars from, hanging out with my dad, customizing cars and going to car shows. And at one time, this is probably back in the late 90s, he thought it would have been a really cool idea to have a car show at the VFW. He tried one time. This is before me and my brother were members of the social club, and it really didn't pick up. So in early 2021, one of our social club buddies, Mike Randall, he came to my brother and I and said, hey, you know, we should really have a car show up here at the post. We're like, you know what, that'd be a great idea. My brother and I, we have experience running a car show from back in the mid-2000s here in Cincinnati. It's called Summer Show Off with a car club I used to be in, Side Effects. And so we spoke to the other social club guys. They said they're on board, they'll help us whatever they want. And then we went to the VFW. VFW is like, yeah, we're all for it. Because, you know, it's their grounds, it's their property. So we have to make sure that, you know, they're okay with it to hold it on their grounds. Everybody was cool with it. So that's how the car show became. This is our 5th year for it. We try to do things a little bit different than other car shows. Of course, everybody likes awards. So we give out 42 awards, top 25, 16 best of, and a best of show. We have food, drink up there. We even have a DJ. Now this DJ isn't like the DJs you see at all these other car and truck shows, local ones. He's not playing all the old stuff. He's playing some of the classics, and he's playing the modern stuff. So it's my wife's cousin, Tim, DJ T Diesel. And he actually scratches and mixes the songs. He's just not playing songs. He's putting in some work. So my brother and I, we run the show with some help from the guys up there. We're getting ready to set up for it. I do all the marketing. So I design the flyers, which I'm kind of proud of. You know, I'm not a graphics guy, but not bad. And every year we like to give something out. Previous years we've given out stickers, dog tags the first year, and poker chips last year, just something different. This year we're doing old school dash plaque. So aluminum dash plaque there. So first 75 or so we'll get one. So tonight it's Monday right now. The car show's this Saturday, so I'm gonna go up and get some signage up down at the end of the street, and it's gonna be a good time. Before I let you go on this intro, these here, my dad was an electrician, so these are his electrician's tools. I don't have the heart to use any of these tools. I don't take them out. And these are his dog tags, one of his sets of dog tags that he had in the service. So I keep these in here. There's a lot of stuff of my dad's in this garage. So I got a picture of him here in the garage, always looking over. And that's my mom with my dad, and sadly she passed away 2 years and 2 weeks after my dad. We're gonna go ahead, start getting set up for the show. We're gonna have a lot of fun in this one. A lot of good friends. Hopefully a lot of cool cars and trucks. Right now the weather's looking pretty good. Last year we had about 60 cars. My goal was 75 this year. So fingers crossed that we get that. It's gonna be a good time no matter what. And for a good cause, for a great man. All right, we got the sign at the end of the street. Let's hope this brings in a few more. The VFW is down the end of this street here. No markings out here for the VFW, so this will help point people in. I just got done putting the sign down at the end of the street. Thought I'd show you guys what our venue looks like. So we have a ton of space in the grass. We have our DJ set up down there under the pavilion. Registration and food and drinks over there underneath the other little pavilion. Plenty of space for activities. Wishful thinking, but we've got all this too. Nice big parking lot. So if we ever did fill this all up, we have plenty of room out here too. This is good for trailers too. We've had a couple guys travel in. One of our good buddies brought his dragster in here one time too. Well, we are all set up for the show.
They say you spend your whole life, you may fight the war.
Hopefully we have a bunch of cars and trucks out here tomorrow. DJ will be set up right there. Our buddy Rich with his Kung Fusion food truck right there. Drinks. There's some more grill food there. Registration, our baskets right there. We're all set for a good time. So we do have our first exhibitor, buddy Chris. He brought up early tonight so he could he's got an appointment in the morning, a previous engagement, so he brought it up tonight. So first one here.
Look, I'm sweating so bad, it's going down my back.
You just got a picture of it.
Well, I just got a picture of it. So guys,
That was your fault.
this is my social club buddies here. And if it wasn't for these guys here, we wouldn't be able to do this.
I'm your brother, though.
That's my twin brother
And
right
Rick's
there that I've talked about.
Yeah.
And he's got a sweat thong. And you guys know Chris. Couldn't do the show without our sponsors here. And you guys know them right there.
Cold shower, get out. Yeah, the fan, you're still sweating. Putting your dude.
We'll lock it up.
This is John Hurley of the infamous Hurley Boys.
The Hurley
This is
Boys.
the one. These are the guys that take care of all the food for us, and you'll be seeing that tomorrow.
Come and grub. Come and grub.
Show cars that way. All right, as I said before, this is my twin brother Rick.
Yep.
You heard me talk about him in the intro, and here he is. We do this for my dad, and I couldn't put this on at all without him.
He's my buddy.
Yep. So we hope for a good turnout tomorrow, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
All
Weather's
right.
gonna be great.
All right. We'll see
Lot
you
of
guys
good
all.
cars.
See you guys all tomorrow. Good morning, everybody. It is car show day. The weather looks like it's going to be great. We're getting ready to head out, roll up to the VFW, get it opened up, do a few last minute preparations. We're about to have a car show. Let's go. Good morning, sunshine. Oh, we're getting set up here at the show. We have some early birds. Some Corvettes, sweet hot rod here, Ford. The show doesn't even start for an hour and 15 minutes officially, so good sign, great day. Hi, Jeremy.
Hi, Tony.
About ran over my ass. You can even park sideways if you want. You're okay, you can block it. Nicole. That did it. Say hi, Jim. Hey, Martin.
What up?
Would you say this show is Martin approved?
Definitely.
guys holding the fort down?
You know it. Rick's bringing us more beer.
Good. You look thirsty. You two are doing a bang-up job.
That's right. We're the experts at this now.
the show is a success. Year after year, we get a better turnout. I want to thank the Gailey Social Club members for their volunteering. Everybody you saw in the video that had an orange or green shirt, those were members of the Gailey Social Club or their family members. We couldn't do it without their help, volunteering, setup, and tear down. Much appreciated to those guys and their families. I also want to thank my wife for helping with the baskets this year. She spearheaded all that, got all the baskets together, and handled it all at the show. It was a lot of work, and she raised a good deal of money for the social club, which in turn helps the VFW. I want to thank my daughter for handling registration. She's not a big talker, she's pretty shy, but she did it solo this year. Did a great job on that. Also to my son, he helped me with teardown and things throughout the show as well. I want to thank my No Regrets buddies. They come year after year showing support as well. This year was no different. I want to thank my Severed Ties buddies as well. The local guys, they came out too. Much love to them as well. I want to thank all my friends that came out too. The ones that aren't even car people, they come out and they show their support and they patronize the show. That's very appreciated. But last, I want to thank my twin brother, Rick. It takes us about 8 months to get this all together. And without him, I couldn't do any of this. He's my dude. And goes without saying that I really appreciate everything he does. So I hope you guys like this video. Be sure to comment, like, subscribe, and we'll be back with another video soon. Peace.
You better not take a picture of my sweat thong.
I won't.